This is the new
BMW M5cs.
CS.
I've been trying to make a stand. I can make it understand. Maybe I'm a toxic.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Again, you guys see the title, you see the thumbnail. We bring you guys pure heat, and today is no exception. To my left, you guys, we have got a car that I've been chasing to see, film and drive in for the longest time. Guys, I believe there's only about 5 to 10 of these in South Africa. Now, for context, we have a population of 59.8 million people, and of those 59.8 million people, only about 5 to 10 of them got the opportunity to own one of these. Yes, you guys, I'm talking about the BMW M5cs. Okay guys, so I just want to walk you guys through the interior of this thing. So the first thing you'll notice, right, is that these seats are finished in black merino leather with Mugello red accents. And one of the really cool things is, I'm not too sure if it shows in camera, but you guys can see the Nürburgring embossed over there. We got an Alcantara headliner. We got a CS badge right in between the rear seats, which is a really cool little feature. Again, I don't know if the camera shows it. I'll zoom into that in a little bit. Over here on the dashboard, you guys will notice that we got carbon fiber all the way through there with CS also on the dash. And then one of my favorite things, you guys, is this M Performance steering wheel that is wrapped in Alcantara. You'll also notice that we've got this little red marker over there, center point marker, a little ode to BMW's racing days. 12.3 inch screen right over there, man. And all these things look so awesome. It's so high quality that it actually does not make sense. It feels like I'm looking at a proper TV. I mean, we've come so far with technology in cars, guys. Just go and sit in like a 2010 car with a screen, have a look at that, and hop in one of these newer cars. It'll blow your mind. As we take a look at some of the air conditioning settings, what I really love about this is it has real buttons, although you can also use the touchscreen display over here. So it gives you the options to use different things, because I, for one, don't really always like it when everything in a car is touchscreen, like in the G80 M3. At least this one has physical buttons. As we take another look at the steering wheel, what you guys will notice is these really awesome shift paddles. These things feel amazing. So this is carbon fiber, the minus, the plus, but another really cool thing is what's behind them. So if you guys look at the textured material over here and over here, you'll notice that it's different, and BMW has pretty much done that for track driving and drifting. So when you got the steering wheels turned sideways, you can simply feel with your fingers which is which, so you guys can shift accordingly. And now we find ourselves in the back seats of this car, man, and this is awesome. I've yet to sit in a car that's got bucket seats in the back seats, and this feels awesome. Again, you guys can see the CS logo embossed in the back over there a little bit more clearly now that we're back here. And again, like I said a bit earlier in the video, this gives you that immersion, if that makes sense. Even when I'm sitting in the back seat, it still feels like I'm part of the party. In a lot of other cars, manufacturers will not really put much attention to detail in the back seat because they just figure that the driver and the passenger are all that matters. Well, that's not always the case. If you're buying an M5cs, you want to make sure that everybody in the car knows you're driving an M5cs, and one sure way to do that is the seats. Now, another thing worth noting is the space in this car. This is so spacious. Look at that, guys. I'm like 6'1" and some change, right? And the space that I get on the headrest is absolutely amazing. It feels like I'm in a car that is way bigger than what this thing is. And now it does go without saying, the M5cs is quite a large vehicle, but still it feels larger than it is inside. Now, as we take one quick final look at this car before we hop in and go for a drive, it goes without saying that the design of this car, the aesthetics, look how angry that looks. Look at the hood, guys, as the sun touches on that awesome frozen paint over there. Look at the gold bronze over there on the grille, as well as on the wheels with the CS on the side over there. Absolutely everything about this just makes it look different, makes it look more aggressive, and makes it look more special than what a normal M5 competition looks like. Now, a lot of people have been wondering and asking the question, and I've seen this in some of my comments where I've talked about an M5cs, is it worth it? M5cs used, right? I've seen some selling for over 5 million rand. Now, that's not the price that you would have bought this car if you got an allocation for. And a lot of people have been asking if it's actually worth it. Now, just based off pure aesthetics and the differences that you see in this car from the outside, such as the paint, the wheels, the grille, the hood with the carbon fiber roof, the diffuser, the lip. Ooh. Nice. Now guys, it's not just aesthetics that make this thing different from a standard M5 competition. This thing also has retuned front and rear suspension. Now we have to go to one of the most important things about this car, right? Is the power. How much more power does this make over competition? Well, let's find out. Now brother, how much power does this thing make?
So this thing makes 467 kilowatts and 750 newton meters, and it goes to 0 to 100 in 3 seconds flat.
3 seconds flat.
Yes.
Dude, that is insane. But another really cool little feature, sorry to interrupt you, is how there's M5cs embossed in the carbon fiber. That is absolutely crazy, dude. Now the thing is, the power figures sound amazing. What I want to know is, does the exhaust sound amazing as the power figures sound?
Let's go take a listen.
Let's find that out. Alright, so sitting in the M5cs, let's get a quick little sound test of this thing. So what we're going to do is, we're going to put our foot on the brake just like that, and then we're going to press and hold the engine start button. Oh, dude. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds freaking awesome, guys. Let's go for a drive. Okay guys, so we are now in the BMW M5cs. Now I know this is the moment that you guys have been waiting for a long time. It's a moment that I've been waiting for a long time as well, is a proper drive in this car. Now, ever since these things came out, we all saw the videos of these things destroying absolutely everything in drags, and I always wondered if it was really worth it. So this thing, as we know, is powered by 4.4 liter V8, making 467 kilowatts and 750 newton meters torque, 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Those are not figures to play with, guys. This thing is the real deal. But does it feel like the real deal? Now that's what we're gonna figure out. Now, in the last video we went in the M3CS, and I said that thing feels absolutely comfortable. It does not feel like even a performance car because it's so smooth. This is also very comfortable, don't get me wrong, but this feels more like a supercar, if that makes sense. If you guys have been in a supercar, you know how stiff it is, how it just makes you feel like, you know what, like, yeah, we want to eat every single corner you throw at us. That is what this thing feels like. So sir, what do you say is your favorite thing about this car?
I think it's the combination of the speed that this car has, but also so comfortable to drive. So, you know, it's not, it's very easy on the road. Certainly they've got top performance in terms of speed, but it's just a pleasure to drive it.
I got you. So would you say that this is something that you can daily?
Yes, you can, definitely. Yes, you can.
I like that. I like that. So it really begs me to wonder why a lot of other M5cs owners aren't enjoying these cars and aren't driving them. Because Mickey was telling me a bit earlier that, you know, you guys have taken this thing to Sun City. You know, you take it to all these car events and shows. So throughout all that driving, right, what is the one thing, right, the one feature or the one element or something about this car that stands out to you more than everything?
It's just the power that it has. Just the power. You know, when you trying to overtake, you know, if you're going to places like Sun City, the roads are not good, so you're trying to overtake trucks and cars, and just the amazing power that it has. It just can accelerate really quickly. The sound that it makes as you drive off, yes, just gives you pure pleasure.
And I mean, I'm looking at the emotion on your face as you talk about this. I can really tell that, you know, this car has touched something in your heart that nothing else has quite reached.
Yeah, I've had, I've had lots of BMs, really from right at the beginning of the M3s, the M5s, the M2s. Nothing comes close to this.
Oh wow, that's a massive statement. Now, I have to ask you this, right? What is your least favorite thing about this car?
The least favorite thing is that I can't drive it 180, 200.
I like that. But I know some roads off in Mexico. Yeah, it's short left.
Short left, yeah.
So earlier when we went for a ride in the M3CS with your daughter, she was letting us know that one of her least favorite things about that car, something that actually made me chuckle a bit, is the cops.
Yes.
Right? The attention on the cops. Would you say that this is the same chat?
Yeah, not so much on the cops. I think it's the attention that everybody gets. You know, I think last week we were going through to the supercar car shows.
Yes.
Where we had the Porsches and the Lamborghinis and things like that. And as we were going there, my passengers were telling me, wow, look at the Porsches taking an interest in this car.
Yes. I mean, we came there in some pretty interesting cars, and the first thing that caught my eye as I pulled into the parking lot was not a Ferrari, not the Lambos, not the Porsches. It was this thing right here.
To your earlier question, you asked me, what do you enjoy and what you don't like. I think you enjoy the speed, the performance of the car. But the one thing that you don't enjoy is that as soon as somebody sees this car, and any type of car they've got, they want to race you.
Exactly.
They want to race you.
Yep.
And at times, you got to be responsible. You got to be careful because it's an open area. Built up areas and things like that. So you got to be responsible for it. But people will come right behind you, or they'll come next to you, and they'll start revving their cars, and they want you to speed. So I've had lots of instances like that where people have just come in and just wanted to. I suppose it is curious for them, right? Just to see what is the speed of this car.
Where does it stand? Is it really that fast?
Is it really that fast?
Yes.
So I hear that, and I understand that what people want to do.
But there's a time and a place for everything.
There's a time and a place for it, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You just can't do it all the time.
No, absolutely. And the funny thing I've experienced, at least when I'm driving like the M2, guys, is the same thing. Everybody wants to race. Everybody wants to kind of test you and see, like, because they want to brag at the end of the day, right?
Absolutely,
they want to say they've beaten M5cs, right?
Yes.
But the funny thing is, it's not always cars that you would expect, right? You would expect, like, let's say, like a Lambo. Because, I mean, these have destroyed those in drag races. A Lambo to pull up to you and say, let's go. You'd expect, like, another M5 competition, for example. But it's like polos. It's like polos and stuff like that come and do
that. Or an Audi TT.
Yes, an Audi TT, exactly. Driven by some dummy with a hybrid turbo in it. No, that was an insane experience. But I think for me as a passenger and as somebody who's seen this driving, it is something very special. I won't forget the experience of looking in my mirror and being like, oh my word, that's an M5cs, and the thing passes me. And I think as car enthusiasts, I mean, look, even that guy there is having a quick look at the car. As car enthusiasts, it's like a double check moment, right? It's like, oh, M5, oh, CS. And you want to see it, you want to experience it, because this is kind of like a modern hero, to be honest. A lot of cars unfortunately get their hero status long after they've come out, right? After years and years, then it's a classic, and then people want to start talking about it. But this immediately, since it was launched, was a legend of note, so it's cool to see it on the road and stuff like that. But yes, guys, especially the guys in the TTs, leave these things alone.
But you make a valid point. It is not so much the BM guys, because the BM guys know they're not going to stand a chance against this car.
Yes.
It is the other guys that I think, okay, let me see how fast this thing goes.
Yes.
And I suppose that's the fun thing. And so you got to be disciplined, because you've got to be responsible with the power that you got behind this.
100%.
And
have you had any little frightening moments in this car where it's reminded you of the power and potential of it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first time we were going through to on the freeway in Monte Casino, I think, and I just was driving, and I looked down at the speedometer, and I was doing about 220.
It's like, whoa.
Exactly, yeah.
Because even just now we're cruising at the speed limit.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it.
Didn't feel it. So at 220, you didn't feel it at all.
Yes. And that's the thing with these cars, it can get you in trouble very quickly without you even noticing.
No, indeed, yeah. I think that's why my daughter was complaining, because you can't put the number plates on the M3, and the guys don't realize that, and they want to give her a ticket all the time.
Yes. There's no place to actually mount it, because you're blocking all the air vents and the coolers. So.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious to feel a little taste of this car's potential. Just a little. Let's see what the M5cs is like on the inside.
The inside, yeah.
Wow. And again, it's so composed. It's just, it's like it's just doing a normal activity, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you look over there, and it's like, okay, we're not doing a normal activity.
And then it was like 160, 165.
Exactly like that.
Yeah,
And
right.
we had a normal conversation. If I had a coffee, it wouldn't have spilled.
Yeah.
And I think that is the coolest part about this.
Absolutely.
The BMW, I don't know how you did this, but this is awesome. And I mean, I've been in an M5 competition not too long ago, actually.
Is it?
And as fast as it is and as amazing as it is, it leaves a lot to be desired, you know.
Right.
When you get on the power, you feel it squatting, you know. When you're turning, you feel the weight of that, you know. This, not at all. And I mean, it is 70 kgs lighter, guys, and that is substantial. It really is. But it's more how and the induction, you can hear the turbos breathing as you lift on and off the throttle. Look at the gap between us and the guys behind us, just for context. Wow. Oh, that is awesome. That is, yeah. Guys, if you're ever wondering, all right, if the M5cs is worth it, if the M5cs is that much more different to an M5 competition or standard M5, please let this be the video that you show everybody and you refer back to. Yes, it is. Does it mean that it is like 4 seconds faster than a normal M5? No, it doesn't even have to do with that. It doesn't have to be that much faster. It's the whole package. It's the fact that you're sitting in these awesome bucket seats, that the guys in the back seats are sitting in awesome bucket seats, that noise, the power increase, the weight reduction, the carbon ceramic brakes, the look of this thing is insane. I'm sure even for you, so when you're driving past some buildings, you just have a little check and you see the car's reflection of the buildings over there. Wow.
I sort of equate it to, you know, you got a dog on a leash,
Yeah.
and the dog wants to run and you're holding it back.
Yes, exactly. That,
Yeah.
wow, that's one of the best analogies, because you can feel it. It's doing what you want it to do, but it's kind of just whispering in your ear, like, come on,
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
let's do a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But wow, guys, that has been the BMW M5cs, a car that I've been looking forward to, and a car that a lot of you guys have been looking forward to. I've seen the comments, guys. I've seen the DMs on Instagram. You asked me to bring this video to you, and today we had the honor and privilege of doing it. And so I just want to say thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
Thank you for sharing this with all of us, because there's a lot of people, there's some kids, even some grown men watching this that aspire to own one of these one day. And at least now this video kind of gives them a little insight on what it's like to own this and what it's like to drive in it. And it's phenomenal. So keep working harder, guys. Keep working harder. Mickey, thank you so much, brother, for showing us all these awesome cars and for educating us and teaching us about some of these. And yeah, guys, again, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, tell us what car you want to see next and we'll bring it to you. But again, it's been Tabs Unleaded. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I've been trying to make a stand.